Hello. Test. Give me a minute. Is anybody alive out there? Oh, what's up, Shadow? What's up, Lucky? Sup, Rotten Avocado? Sup, PJ? Sup, Glitched? Cool. Sup, Red? Yeah, I have no idea what this video looks like or what the audio sounds like. I'm streaming from an old smartphone to a desktop that's not in front of me. Hey, Glitched. Yeah, so I recently picked up an Atari, which, if you don't know, is a really old console. I think arguably one of the first, um, like home gaming consoles. And yeah, I'm literally just filming an old school TV, and I'm probably gonna pop in some random Atari games and answer any questions you guys have about Evolutions, or at least I'm gonna try to. Also, isn't that static cool? Sup, PJ? So yeah, glitched. I think my OBS is set to stream at 2K, but this app that I'm using to send my phone over the interwebs is set to, oh cool, now it's just dark. Is set to 1080. Nice. I actually just picked up ET today. I have to figure out why the TV just shut off, so that sucks. Un momento. Can you guys still see? Can you see my hand? Alright. Hang on a sec. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, I literally just have a tripod here, and like it's centered up with the TV, and I'm like sitting right next to it awkwardly with the laptop. All right. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions about Evolutions or IGS or whatever, just leave them in the comments. PJ and Noah are here. Noah being Glitched Lizard, and hopefully I can multitask. So, I have this random stack of games that came with this Atari, and the first one in it is Breakout. I'm gonna fire it up and see if I can beat it, if that's even a thing that you can do. I'm not sure. It's like a self-driven thing. He just wants to be bad. I don't know. I tell him to be good, and he's just bad. Yeah! Look at those 3D graphics. All right, here we go, guys. I'm gonna beat Breakout for Atari 2600. This game came out in 1983. All right, it's big focus time. I gotta focus. Oh, I'm gonna hit that little square with my big square into the colored squares. Beep. Ah, farts. Well, that was fun. Kurt, that's a great question. Yes, the halls are going to be much filthier and grungier and bloodier. The halls that you guys have seen so far have been relatively clean. And fun fact, those hall textures are actually using the original game's textures, and so is the floor, I think. Um, yes, that's that answer. This is way harder than I thought it would be. Yeah, so originally it was like a placeholder, and then I was like, I really like these. These are the original. And they don't look totally identical because this game's using different post-processing effects and different lighting and color correction. Wow, that was like not even possible. Um, so yeah, they'll I don't know why this randomly goes so fast. They will exist in there in some flavor or another, whether that means a new texture entirely or the same texture but like with more like stuff done to it. But yeah. Skeletons, is that true? The guy who invented the Atari also created Chuck E. Cheese? Untitled, no. Evolutions will not contain in-game purchases. Also, oh, I did have another life. Oh, crap. I'm playing with my thumb. Hang on. Oh, this is going to suck. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work too well. Yeah, now I have a game over. And that's what it does when you game over. There's no game over screen on a console like this. It just kind of like goes back to the nothing happening mode. So I actually have to reset it. Alright, cool. Was anyone paying attention to my score? Because I have to beat it. Ah, that was pathetic. I'm telling you though, man, I think... Oh my god. I am like not coordinated enough for this. I promise I'll read. Yeah, dude, like it gets to like the third or fourth color in, and it's like gets insanely fast. I don't know if that's the angle or what. I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, it's getting all sneaky on me. But yeah, I will definitely try to get back to comments shortly. I just apparently suck at multitasking. Yup. Oh, okay. It definitely gets faster when you hit a... I'm out of balls. Ugh. When does SMS4 come out? Oh, you know, Matt. You know. Shout out to Finish Evolutions. The models are being animated by Addison. He's been doing those on Twitch. So we need to get all those animations finished. Then the animations need to get integrated. It's going to go through some rigorous testing, some QA. and then it'll probably bounce around QA a lot. And there's some other items that I would like to get in, but they're not necessarily required to ship it. Um, yeah, does that answer the question? There's a fair amount to do still, but it's nothing like crazy or like gonna take 6 months, for example. Oh, nice, Kurt. I don't think I knew that. I got 71. It looks like. So yeah, the plan for now, top hatter for Evolutions 2 is going to be a better SMS 2, and then with like a 2021 spin on it, like it'll be all fresh and clean and sparkly. Oh, so I think I had this idea a little while ago. I'm not sure if I mentioned it on Discord or not. But how would you guys feel about a retro coming to Switch? I just feel like a Switch is basically a powerful smartphone. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, this Atari that I'm on is literally from 1978, which is crazy to think about. Top Hatter, to answer your question about the lore, I wouldn't necessarily say there's new lore. It's just the way that we're explaining it is going to work way better than it did in the past. In the past, there was basically a lack thereof explanation. Yes, absolutely. Well, technically, it would only really be one retro remake. The like a an SMS2 retro would like never existed before, so that'd be like almost a brand new game. No, we're actually never going to make the hunter. He's cool. We decided he's cooler if we never ship him in anything. It was actually Glitch Lizard's idea. Yeah. I'm totally kidding. Yeah, the hunter will be in Evolutions. That's a good question. I own an SNES and a Sega Genesis. I have fond memories with both. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one. Oh my god, dude! Seriously, 6,483, and I got 71. All right, challenge accepted. Going for 6,483. Oh, I'm out of balls. I have to reset it because it's 1978. All right, here we go. See, the thing with that is you just have to get however many you just said, 6,000 something. So you just got to do one at a time, man. It's like you're laying bricks. It's like you're laying bricks to build a building. Got to lay one brick at a time. See, look at that. I already have 9 bricks. Except in this case, I'm removing bricks. Oh, look at that. That's a solid 10 though, and I get what, like 4 lives? So if I keep that average up, that's 40. So that's only a deficit of like 6,350. We're getting there. Honestly, my main goal is to just like. I mean, this is probably the entire game anyway, but my main goal was to remove all the blocks on the screen. Which I don't know, man. That fourth layer of blocks is like uh, ridiculous. I can't imagine what the other ones are like. See, I can handle these first few layers. They're not that terrible. As I say that. Dude, do you see how unfair it is when it oh my god. When it gets to that layer, it 4x's the speed and the physics or whatever, if you could call them physics. I don't know if this is actually using physics. Well, 76. What did I have last time? 71? That's an improvement. That is a 5-point improvement. It's exhilarating. Skeletons, I have. That game came out a couple years ago, right? And that's the one with Cookie Monster in it? Question mark? I will be definitely playing E.T. on Atari. I actually just ordered it today. And Street Fighter 2, that's a good game. So Super Mario World. Yeah, so these games that came with this console, they didn't come with any like manuals or anything or boxes because they're like 40 years old and they were loose cartridges. Um, the way that like different so like these Atari games, some of them can have different modes, and the way that you change a game mode, since there aren't really any menus on a lot of these older games, the actual console itself has a button for changing the game. Now that would normally be either on the sticker of the cartridge. It would tell you like, hey, numbers 1 through 10 would be this mode or this like variation of modes. Numbers 11 through 20 would be this variation of modes. Since that's not listed on this, and I don't have the instructions, you guys should totally look up for me so I know what other modes of Breakout are on here. Because I'm lazy and don't want to Google it. Just type in like Atari 2600 Breakout game modes. Ah, man, I'm only at 52. I felt like I was doing way better this time. I have a strategy. It's going to be to avoid that line. Dude. Alright, I'm in the zone now. Yes, I can do anything. Oh, man. Yo, 122. That's a good one. Oh, I think I still have a life, actually. I do. Okay. Oh, that was so jarring. It went from starting speed to I hit like the second fastest one, and it just like flew off the screen. Yeah, for real. Oh, geez, worst game I've ever played. I don't know. That's a good question. My day, I worked my job, and then my Atari came, and then I was like, I'm gonna figure out a way to stream this, and also do an Evolutions Q&A. since I know I just put that video out a couple days ago, but I wanted to do something real time with you guys, even if it is playing a game that's 40 years old, and filming it on an old phone, on an old TV. How was your day, Licorice? So if I was gonna suggest a Mega Man, Mega Man 6 on the NES. I have fond memories of playing that game. And if you want to go like super old school, like super hella hard, Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 on the Game Boy. Good luck. I actually have my GameCube with the Game Boy adapter plugged in and Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy running to this TV. I could fire that up, but I'm gonna keep it on the Atari because I don't feel like changing the name of the video. Untitled, yes. For now, Evolutions will be shipping with more than one game mode, but I don't want to spoil it. Hey, I didn't spoil it, Glitch. I just confirmed that there's going to be more than one game mode. Oh, you're talking about Mega Man. Dude, I am not good at Mega Man. I mean, you're literally watching me live play Breakout for the Atari, which literally has one button, and I still can't get very far. The only game that I've ever done remotely good at, and this is ironic because I make games, is probably Kirby for the NES. I should say the only air quotes competitive game, not competitive, but like challenging game, like a game that's supposed to be a game that you can die in. Because there's other games that like just like chill games like Animal Crossing or Harvest Moon where you can just pop them in and there's like no stress at all. I wouldn't categorize that as like a skill set though, or like a like oh I'm so good at games I played Animal Crossing for 9,000 hours kind of thing. I would Top Hatter. I would love to do something with Sony. I haven't my newest console, like, well, I guess if you count handhelds, I have a Switch, but my newest console prior to my Switch is my PS3. So I don't know anything about the PS4 or like dev kits for it or how Sony works with indies. Um, or the PS5 just came out. Is it still like impossible to get a PS5? I don't even know. Hey, shut up, Glitch. Yes, Slaughter Me Street 3 Govzilla. Sorry, I had like the resolution on my Mac is super tiny right now, which is cool. I prefer it that way, but I'm kind of sitting far away from it, so it's hard to read your name. Yes, SMS 3 is still happening. It's not canceled. It's just not active, if that makes sense. But it will be kind of soon. Licorice, yes. I'm so like we mentioned earlier with the different modes. There will be different modes, but also, um, let's just say I would like to maintain the like super old school arcade difficulty of the first game, but it's also going to be a little more forgiving, but like in a fun sense. Yeah, I figured those PS5s are good luck. I don't know what the MSRP is on those, but I'd imagine they're not very cheap. I guess like at least 500 bucks. I don't know. Top Hatter, yeah, kind of. The Hunter has been around since 2015. We just scrapped him kind of at the last second. Yep. Evolutions is a remaster of sorts of the first game, but we're also putting like a new spin on it. Fredbear Nightmare. Evolutions isn't gonna complete the storyline. It'll make the storyline more clear. I would have to wager that SMS3 would complete the storyline, but I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, I figured. Glitched about the PS5. Kurt, yeah, that probably. I think so. I'm really like weird about names and stuff, and continuity is always a thing with me. Um, I don't even know where the name Evolutions came from, but yeah, and I also played around with the idea of Evolutions being like the parent name for all the reboots. So like the reboot of SMS1 would be 123 Slaughter, or like 123 Slaughter Me Street Evolutions, and then the other one would be 123 Slaughter Me Street 2 Evolutions. Um, or we could do like Evolutions 2, like that name kicked around too. Yeah, basically Evolutions is like the shorthand for it. Um, I just don't want it to turn into one of those games that has like a mile long title with like colons and stuff in it, and then numbers and everything, multiplication signs, some calculus, some FNs. I got 129, guys. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Matt, if you're still in chat, what do I still have to get? It was like 6,000 something. All right, here we go. Well, off to a good start. I got a solid 2. What if I don't move at all? Can I hack it? No way. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So far this. Oh, I was gonna say, there's no way. There's no way that would be a thing. Wow, I am like trash at this. I feel like when I hit it, if I'm moving, it's like 10 times harder. I feel like that's like giving it more acceleration or greater acceleration. Oh, man. Well, 39. That was terrible. This is an Atari 2600, manufactured in 1978. This is old school, old school. Um, Mega Shark, define new mechanics. As far as what? Because like all the puppets want to kill you in SMS1. Do you mean like their roles? The location of SMS3 is currently a secret, but I guess I could say that it takes place in several settings. If I missed your question, guys, feel free to ask it again. I'm working in subpar conditions right now. Yeah, ET allegedly shut Atari down. You guys heard the story of the ET game? Basically, one guy made it in like a crazy short amount of time, and it was filled with bugs. Back then, though, when that happened, the video game market was in such a bubble because like there wasn't really any like true leader. Like today, you have Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo. Back then, it was kind of like basically some guy figured out how to make a computer talk to a television. Um, I'm gonna butcher the history of video games. There was some stuff before it, but basically what ended up sticking was Pong. Um, and then you had like all these Pong clones that came out. Like every company was trying to cash in on it, and then like they wanted to bring there was like a mad dash to bring arcade games to the home, and then excuse me, excuse me, just kidding. No, I'm excused. And then yeah, everybody was all into video games. Nobody really knew what video games were going to turn into. And Atari was actually at one time like obviously huge, and they still exist today. I just don't think they make consoles anymore. Actually, that's a lie. I think they just recently re-released like an emulation machine for the Atari out of nowhere. All right, guys, I'm gonna beat Breakout today because that's a thing that you can do. All these games have alternate endings and cutscenes. That seemed a little bumped. That definitely looked like it should have hit. What do you guys think? That ball definitely just went through my paddle. Ah. I think that 129, what was it? That 100 plus that I had, I think that was a fluke. Okay. Crap. Getting close to those fast. Oh. I'm doing terrible. Crap. Well, 124. What's 124 Slaughter Me Street? Huh. Must be a competitor. There might be alternate endings. Glitched. Do you want me to answer Top Hatter's question? Because I totally could. about the N64 follower. I just don't know. I don't know if Glitch wants me to reveal this. Mega Shark. As of now, the plan regarding the storytelling mechanic for Evolutions does involve videos, at least to some extent. But I don't want to reveal very much about it because I don't want to give the whole game away before it goes live. Noah, you modeled it. So I haven't actually decided about how many floors the story mode's going to take. Um, it's pretty arbitrary as far as like the development of it goes. The way that I have everything set up right now. I know the original game had 7, and then totally unrelated SMS2 I think had 10, which also was somewhat arbitrary. And then for retro, I think I did 14, and my thinking for that was 7 just felt too short for the mobile game. Um, so I just doubled it. Um, I will say, without spoiling too much, that there will actually be replay value to SMS1 or to the SMS1 evolutions. Sorry, SMS evolutions. Hey, Brettster, what's up? That one. Okay. Yeah, no. So yeah, there's a lot of followers floating around, but if you saw the really old polygonal one, like super rough looking, that was one of the original models when we were trying to figure out how to import it properly. We were having all kinds of issues, and that was exported by Wilbium, I think. Yeah, either it was exported by Wilbium or our original modeler, Nick. I think his name was Nick. This was, you're talking like almost 10 years ago at this point. um, Lewis, actually, his name was Lewis. Yeah, he had, I don't, it was like something was messed up with his Maya export settings, and he sent me a really low poly follower. I think that's the one that you're talking about. So I think we tweeted that a couple months ago. That was just us not understanding how FBXs worked. So, uh, the way you would typically go about getting a game on Switch, well, it's changed a lot. You can go through a publisher, and they'll handle all of that stuff for you, um, which is what I did for Midnight Evil. To an extent, I actually helped them with the port itself, and then they took care of all the eShop stuff, which was cool. But I mean, lately, from what I've gathered, you can basically, if you don't have a publisher, or like, I mean, this is what a publisher would be doing for you anyway. You would basically pitch the game to Nintendo directly. They'll give you notes on it or whatever. They'll let you know if they're interested, if it'll bring value to their store. And then you can, if they accept it, then you pitch a demo to them. If they accept it and they think they're going to want it on their store, they will then send you or give you the option to purchase a Nintendo developer kit. And then you build the game and then schedule your launch and all that other fun stuff. And yeah, then you have your game on the eShop. As far as a physical release goes, for like a small like studio like IGS or even just an individual developer, um, you don't really have as many options because it's like you're gonna want a big company to handle. Sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. You're gonna basically want help with that kind of stuff unless you're like the size of Activision or something like that. But there are companies like Limited Run who do that for indies. They basically help individuals get, if you want to have a physical release and you don't have $1 billion, basically. There's companies like Limited Run. There's a few of them, but they'll do basically a limited run of physical releases for indie developers, which I've definitely considered before. Does that answer the question? I feel like I kind of rambled for a little bit. Kurt, as of now, Evolutions will likely be eShop, although I have been considering something physical with the SMS world, but I don't want to reveal what that may or may not be. Alright, I'm going to beat Breakout. Aww. This game is scamming me. I'm getting scammed here. Okay. Oh my god! It's one of those things I knew that I needed to go that way, and I like twitched and went the wrong way. Ooh. What? Oh, this hit detection sucks. Oh, we're getting close. Getting close to those fast boys. Dude. 69. Ha! See you, Mega Shark. Yeah, blame the hit detection. Fredbear Nightmare, I would like to get all the Slaughter Me Street games onto Switch. All the new Slaughter Me Street games, I should say. Yeah, I'll let Glitch answer that one. They are not animatronics though. Unless you don't want to answer a Glitch, and I can answer it. What's your guys' favorite SMS game? Sesame Street in the Hood. That's not an SMS game. The latest evolutions? I would say like maybe 6 months. You have to understand we've restarted Evolution's development several times. A lot of you guys like SMS1. Cool. Um, I like them both, and I'm not shilling. I'm not a shill. I swear. Um, yeah, I think they're both pretty fun games, if I do say so myself. SMS3 will finally get made. Yes, SMS3 is not canceled. It's just not getting actively worked on. However, it has been started to get worked on. It has been started. Yes, that's a wonderful question, Licorice. There will be stuff to collect, I guess you could say. And they will do a much better job at what they are supposed to have done in the first game, or what they were supposed to have done in the first game, which is um, piece together the ambiguous story. That's a good question, Untitled. Honestly, I'm not sure what I was thinking when I set the control scheme up in that game. And it's funny because I'm pretty sure in one of the trailers for that game we said like classic PC controls, and then like F was the flashlight, uh, and space was crouch. Um, to be fair, I think F is the flashlight in like Half Life and Counter Strike. That is like an old school PC game thing. I think. Is F the flashlight? Now I don't even know. Or did I use F for like cabinets? I know I used F for something. Maybe the doors. Yeah, I haven't touched that code or looked at that game in like 5 years. So apologies for not recalling the controls. Percentage for evolutions complete. I'd say like 75%. Okay. Well, even left click being the flashlight, I think a lot of people had an issue with that. Or I guess interact is usually E, right? Maybe that's what I was thinking of. And I made it F. Thanks, man. Alright, I'm gonna beat Breakout. Oh, I haven't heard that sound yet. Oh god, it's going so fast. Ah. Oh. Oh my god. How did I miss that? Holy crap. My knees are weak and my palms are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. Huh? Oh, no way. That might be the first time I actually... Oh, no. Alright. So I think I still have a ball left. If I can get it back there, I can do some serious damage. And of course I got it in the wrong spot. Oh my god, dude. That's what happens. I'm psyching myself out. I gotta build momentum and get it to that left corner. And I think I can get it behind there. And then... Yes! Yes! Victory! Yes, I will defeat you. Well, that was fun. Look at that score. How's chat doing? Sup, Mega Shark? Logic, I don't know if DA Games quit. He just doesn't get back to me anymore. I've reached out to him several times for multiple games, and the last I heard, he was focusing more on music, I think, is what the message that got back to me. Yeah, if you guys remember the game Midnight Evil, I tried to get him to work on Midnight Evil, and then I had trouble getting a hold of him. I think we connected a couple times, and then, especially for Evolutions, I wanted to get him on board because it's SMS related, and, you know, people think about Will Ryan when they think about SMS because he made the song, and I wanted to work with him again because after he did the first song, or the song for the first game, rather, he came on and did retro and he did SMS2 music for the actual games and sound effects. So like, yeah, I wanted to bring him into Evolutions, but yeah, if you guys know him, tell him. But I'm pretty sure he's just really busy, or he's probably like, oh, it's just Nate. It's Nate and John again. Screw those guys. Brett, I have no idea how old this TV is or what, or whose TV it was. I grabbed this TV a while ago. It was like a spare TV. I'm not sure where it came from. It's not as old as the console that I'm playing on. This console's from 1978. Gabzilla, you're talking about the Nightmare? Yeah, Fredbear Nightmare, go for it. Yeah, I just think he's super busy and stacked with his own stuff, which is completely acceptable. He's a huge online personality. It just sucks. Would have been cool to have him back on the SMS team. All right. Look how good I did that time, guys. I'm not stopping until I get every last brick. Just kidding. Dude. Oh. Oh. Alright, I can see the appeal. Ugh. Ah, ah. Oh, this is some intense. This is some intense breakout, dude. Oh. Alright. Just gotta get it up there. Oh. Kurt, that's a good question. Yes, probably. Not necessarily more mature. Well, what do you mean by mature? Do you mean like a rated M, or do you mean mature? Like define mature. What was the question? Oh, we answered them. Yeah, sorry if I'm missing comments or questions, guys. I'm literally I'm like struggling to read this laptop that I have in here with me. It's like not the central focus, or like not like easy for me to reach. Yes, Kurt, to answer your question. I don't know if you remember in SMS1 we had the. Oh, yeah, you just said it. The blood overlays, yeah, which is literally just some, like, PNGs of blood that looked kind of corny, which it was the first time I ever used Unity, so whatever. I thought it was really cool back in the day, but, yeah, let's just say this game will be rated adults only. No, just kidding. If it had an ESRB, it's definitely going to be rated M. I can say that much. Can you guys hear me okay? I feel like I moved a little further away from the microphone. I'm actually using the microphone built into this old phone that I'm streaming from. Crazy fun time. Yeah, I think DLC in the future is definitely a possibility. That was something that I played with the idea of back when I was. If you guys were here earlier in the stream, I was talking about. Somebody had asked about the name of Evolutions, and I mentioned we kicked around a couple different variations of the name Evolutions. If that was going to be like a parent name, or if that was or like a sub name, like a subtitle, and then we would number it off or number the new games off or whatever, what have you. Um, but so to bring this full circle back to your DLC question, um, there what I don't want to confirm that this is happening, but this is a talk that we were in. The idea of releasing just a singular SMS Evolutions, so it would be its own app, and then within the app we would launch the remaster of SMS1, and then a remaster of SMS2, and then probably the retros. I don't think SMS3 would come through that one, but it would basically be an app that would be like a one-stop shop for all the latest SMS stuff in the form of DLC or chapters or whatever. But that was all up in the air, and I'm not sure if we're going to do that yet, but I kind of like the idea of having them as individual games, but we'll see. Good question. Oh, the mic is quiet? Crap. I can try to get closer to it. Is this better? I could also try to talk more directly to the microphone. Yeah, the creature designs were inspired based on Jim Henson's puppets from things like Labyrinth and the Storyteller. I'm gonna take a picture of this setup here because it's really funny. Hey, if you guys are on the Discord, you could see this a picture of this setup live. I'm totally not shilling my Discord. Yes, David Bowie. Yeah, oh yeah, obviously Sesame Street. Oh, congratulations, Brett. Awesome. We can finally hang out. All right, sorry about that. I was trying to get a behind the scenes picture of of my setup here. Post it on Discord if anybody cares about that kind of stuff. Glitch, probably in a little bit. I'm gonna try to answer a few more questions and beat Breakout, which is probably not gonna happen. Kurt, that was actually totally my idea. Oh, Glitch stole my thunder. Yeah. The hunter. So the hunter, he was scrapped for SMS1 for a multitude of reasons. We didn't really have his functionality totally ironed out. His model, I don't think, was actually completely finished. Um, and that was it, really. We already had the three creatures with their jobs, and we didn't. Yeah, he just didn't make it in. The hunter is the creature that we've never shipped, but everybody asks about him all the time because we almost shipped him. Oh, you'll see the hunter. He is real. Yes, the hunter will be in Evolutions. If you guys go back and look at the original Evolutions trailer, he's in there. The hunter does exist. I I know a lot of original people who've been around since the first game came out probably think they'll never see the Hunter in a game, but it was kind of an ongoing legend for a while. I guess it still kind of is, right? Because he's still not in a game that exists. Or a game that is available, I should say. Farts. Ugh, it's trash. Absolute trash. Like Glitch's modeling skills. Love you, buddy. Kurt, are you talking about Wilbium or are you talking about Will Ryan? I've mentioned it to Will Ryan. I haven't talked to Wilbium, though, in years. Probably not since SMS 2 came out. Yeah, I still, like I was saying earlier, it would be cool if we could collab again. That was those were good times. Good times. Oh man, this is intense. Ugh. Ah! Am I earning balls if I do good, or am I just like not looking at the right numbers on the screen? I think I might be earning balls. Okay, there's a hole in the middle. Just have to get it in that hole in the middle. Oh, no! Oh, God, so close. Yes, go up there. No! Do I still have a ball? I do. I think I am earning balls. I just have to get it on the other side. Ugh, no. I am in my game room, Brett, if you could call it that. It's just a room with all my consoles and games and stuff. Not a basement. But I appreciate the deep cut. Back to that one time that you were actually in a dark basement. Crazy fun time. I think like a VR SMS would be really cool. Does that count as changing as a change? I would love to make a VR SMS. My favorite part about Evolution so far is how clean the code base is and how modular it is and how future proof it is. I'll be able to support the game for years, unlike the original games were written very poorly and I didn't know what I was doing back then. I was kind of making it up as I went. And that was actually part of the inspiration for why Evolutions even became a thing. I was like, I want to make this game and I want to make it the right way. So, for like, it can be supported for like any platform and have an insane amount of updates and whatever else. So, basically, I can look at the code 10 years from now and know how to fix it or know how to expand upon it if I need to, and look back on it as a reference for if I'm working on whatever I work on next. You know what I mean? That's the cool thing about coding and stuff. When you get like efficient with it and you're writing good, clean code, it's not only readable and you can follow. You can like look over it and understand everything. It's like human readable. You can also expand upon it and you can also reuse it and retool it for other applications. So I never throw any code away. What's the scary fact? Logic HD. Crazy Fun Time Taz. The you're asking about the designs for the puppets, for the demon puppets for SMS3. None of that stuff is finalized yet, and I wouldn't want to spoil it if it was, but stay tuned. Sorry, that was as clear as I could be right now. Untitled. That's a good question. After Evolutions and SMS3, what do I plan on making? I have so many game concepts and ideas and different IPs. Like I still want to make like a Midnight Evil 2. If anybody even remembers that game or cares about it. I want to revisit Rachel First Contact, which is like a meme at this point, but that game is a game that I liked working on. I don't know if you guys know that. That's like old school IGS. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I worked on. I've made like half a dozen mobile games in the last 2 years, and I haven't shipped any of them. I get 99% finished, and I'm like, I should work on something else. And then I just never actually like push it over the final push to finish it. Also, I feel bad releasing anything that's not SMS because it's been so long, and I want to get you guys another SMS game before I can justify working on non SMS games. Oh yeah, Puzzle Cave. Yeah, that's a thing that happened. Puzzle Cave is actually the first 2D game that I did inside of Unity, and I was like experimenting with how that would port to Android. I think is how that happened. Prior to that, using Unity's 2D, I was always making my 2D games. Like I would build the frameworks from scratch. All right, guys, one more question, and then I think I'm gonna sign out. If you wake up at 3 a.m., there is a 70% chance some chat's going too fast. 70% chance someone or something will be watching you. Oh, I thought that was a question. Never mind. Do I think there will be any collabs in the future with other game companies like Dark Deception, Monster, and Mortals? That would be a cool idea. I haven't really reached out to other game companies, but I mean, well, that's a lie. There were a few other game developers that I had contacted about doing a collab to some extent. but nothing ever materialized. And also, it always boils down to like a time thing, right? So like, I would love to do some kind of collab and stuff, but like I'm one person trying to work on like the larger releases for my company. So um, I don't, and then between that and my full time job, I don't really have time to like have another project. It's my problem is I always have way too many projects, and then nothing ever actually gets finished. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna head out. Thanks a lot for showing up. This was totally last second. And if you guys like the format, let me know in the comments because I could totally do this again. You can't really see it because the lights are off in here, but there's like 6 other consoles in here and a ton of games. Yeah, and it's cool to chat with you guys and everything. Get to answer you real time. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later.